Hi, my name is Jeremy Nivison, and we're going to walk you through the installation process of the KSM Foundation bridge. We'll start today by playing a little bit on the old bridge, so hopefully towards the end of the program you can kind of hear the differences.
This is a quick installation guide to help you install the KSM Foundation bridge system. If you feel this might be beyond your level of expertise, we recommend that you find a competent guitar, bass repair person in your area. We will use the smallest string on the bass, which is the one on the treble side of the bridge, for measuring. Things you will need are a ruler, masking tape, a drill, a 3/32 inch bit, a straight edge, an electronic tuner, some string, and a sheet of paper and a pencil. First, measure the existing string height by measuring the space between the bottom of the string to the top of the instrument body. In this case, it is 19/32 of an inch. Next, we are going to create a saddle height gauge. Start by reinforcing a sheet of paper with masking tape on the front and on the back. Draw a line about an inch long where the instrument top would be, and a second line at the bottom where the string measured. Make sure that the lines are perfectly parallel along the length of the 19/32 inch gap. Cut out the space between the lines and double check with the ruler to verify that the gap is what you need. Again, in our case, it is 19/32 of an inch. To set the adjustments, all locking screws need to be loose. The locking feature on this bridge is what makes the KSM Foundation the most solid bridge on the market. Use the large Allen wrench. Using the small Allen wrench, move the treble saddle up or down on the ramp. Slip the gauge gap under the bridge frame and place the upper edge of the gauge into the saddle slot very loosely. To adjust the intonation of the treble string, use the larger wrench and place the front of the ramp even with the front of the frame. This is for the 5-string bridge. For the 4-string bridge, move the ramp using the same intonation bolt, but move the ramp 1/8 of an inch back from the edge of the bridge frame. Okay, let's remove the treble string and the old bridge. Notice the ground wire and holes from many other bridge installs. I guess they were looking for a better bridge and now they found it. The ground wire must contact the uncolored part of the foundation bridge during the reinstall. We will use a string to place the bridge side to side. Thread the string through both high and low tuners and high and low string paths on the bridge. To find the bridge side-to-side position, place tape under the sides of the bridge. And after checking the string spacing side-to-side on the fretboard, draw lines on the tape next to the bridge. To find the bridge string length position, use a straight edge and butt up the end of the straight edge to the nut, and place a piece of tape in the exact highest point on the fret crown of the 12th fret. On the same piece of tape, measure 1/16 of an inch back from the edge of the tape where the fret crown was. Then place the end of the straight edge that was butted up against the nut exactly on the 12th fret crown, and place the bridge saddle slot exactly at the line you just drew on the tape. The saddle slot edge is where the string starts to vibrate. Mark tape in front of the frame on the treble side. To even up the bridge from side to side, use the straight edge and butt one end up to the last fret on the fretboard. and place a piece of tape even with the front of the bridge frame on the side that you have just drawn a placement line. Move the straight edge over to the base side and line up the frame to the edge of the tape and draw a line on the tape that's on the instrument in front of the bridge frame. Keep straight edge against the last fret. Now we have our front alignment marks and our side alignment marks. Notice where the screw holes are and place a strip of tape under the bridge to draw screw placement marks. Position bridge and draw screw hole circles. Place a ruler through the center of the circles and draw a center line. The depth of the hole is marked with tape on the 3/32 bit. Place the screw head just above the end of the bit and place tape on the bit at the point of the screw. Keep the drill straight up and down while drilling the holes. Slowly drill on the center line in each circle, down to the tape you placed on the drill bit. Slowly remove the tape so you don't pull up wood chips or paint. Remove remaining masking tape. Wax the mounting screws to help the screws seat and not split the wood. Place the bridge and carefully screw in the mounting screws. Make sure the ground wire is touching the bottom of the bridge. Snug down equally across all the screws. Don't over-tighten. Adjust intonation bolts to move the ramps to fall back uniformly behind the treble ramp that has been set. Usually about 1/16 of an inch behind a ramp next to it is a good guess. Time to string up. Before the strings are tuned, adjust the saddle heights to match the radius of the top of the fretboard, using the treble saddle set by the homemade gauge as a reference point. When the strings are tuned, use a tuner to find the proper intonation position for the ramps and adjust. For those of you who don't know about intonation, here's a quick course. It's all about matching the open string note with the 12th fret note of the same string. For example, tune the open string G and then hold the string down on the 12th fret of the same string. Match the 12th fret G note to the open string. If the 12th fret note is sharp, move the bridge ramp backwards and retune the open string. Recheck the 12th fret note. If that note is flat, move the ramp forward towards the neck. Continue this process until you get both notes exactly correct. When everything is in place, lock down all of the lockdown screws along the top of the bridge edge. Ready to go!